So a surprising article from Variety has just dropped. Apparently Toys R Us, the defunct toy store company, is now in works to create a movie with Story Kitchen. Now I have no idea who Story Kitchen is, but that's not the important part right here. Right now we want to get down to the article and actually talk what they're doing. So Story Kitchen and Toys R Us Studios, the entertainment production arm of a global toy brand, which I'm kind of shocked even exists, because from my understanding, Toys R Us was kind of shut down like Sears. Like that was my understanding back in like the 2015s, 2016s. That's kind of where they started shutting down and disappearing. So the fact that they're still around is relatively amazing. But why are you reinvesting in a film? Like, I get that it might be some good PR, and if the film's fantastic, great, but how exactly is this going to help you sell toys? Especially with this trade war going on, with prices going up after all the Trump terrorists, how exactly is this going to help me your toy brand? But that's just my problem. I guess details. But Toys R Us is a cultural touchstone that continues impacting the child in all of us today, said Story Kitchen co-founder Demet M. Johnson, and Mike Goldberg announced the project as 80 kids who consider Toys R Us one of the most magical places on earth were honored to partner to create a film that will capture the spirit of adventure, creativity, and nostalgia that Toys R Us represents. Now, I did not grow up with Toys R Us. Full disclosure, I grew up out in the sticks where a Walmart was a 10-hour drive from us, so that's probably where we got most of our toys. So I didn't really experience Toys R Us that much. Now, in media and from what I've heard from friends growing up, they absolutely love Toys R Us. It was a magical place. So I really do hope this is something that's been shown in the film. Now, I was a little bit hesitant when I heard this news at first because I didn't think that this would be anything all that great, but there has been amazing stories that have taken place within the retail space before, so I'm going to hold off judging completely until I see the film. It's just something that I'm a little bit wishy-washy on. Now, exactly what this film is going to be, they have a little bit of idea. It's going to be kind of like the Night Museum, Back to the Future, Big, Jumanji, and Barbie. Now, the question is here, are we talking about Jumanji where the game came to life in our real world, or are we talking about the Jumanji where the players got sucked into the virtual world? I'm curious about which Jumanji you mean, because there's one that's good and one that's so-so. Leave your opinion to figure out which one I think that is. Barbie, I'm kind of curious how that works. Like, so is Toy Story just going to be this place where the toys all come to life, like Toy Story, but we have a security guard who finds out about it, or are a whole bunch of kids getting locked in there after Christmas and the toys come to life and try to kill them? I'm curious. Like, this could be a well, I'm going to presume it's not going to be a horror movie just because of what they say up here, that they want to do adventure, creativity, and nostalgia. I don't think that really goes well with a horror film, so probably the idea is crossed off the list. But still, I'm curious to see exactly where these guys go. It could be a great movie, could be fantastic. It really could be what Toys R Us needs to revitalize their brand and bring them back to prominence. Or it could just be a film that, shows up and then just disappears out of the box office within a week. That's really the gamble they're here. There's a pretty good upside, but I don't really see what they're going to really get out of it besides maybe rebranding themselves. But I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say about this whole scenario. Do you think that Toys R Us is making the wise decision that they have to go ahead and create their own film with Story Kitchen? Or are they simple idiots that have outlived their time frame? They're dinosaurs from an ancient past and it's just time for them to leave? I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are down below. Leave a like if you liked the video, leave a dislike if you did not, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.